What's going on, everybody? My name is Statik, and this is Statik Sessions. Right now, we're going to be talking about doing vocal chops in songs. I was talking to Prophecy on one of our Frequency and Friends podcasts, and I remember he was talking about when he first started and he wanted to make like a vocal chop that if it went he would actually make those noises, and he didn't know how to do the actual vocal chops. And I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, yeah, there's probably tons of people out there who don't know how to use the beats and grids on most of our DAWs because they're beginners. And if that's the case, this is an easy way. We're going to teach you how to do this within seconds. So I've got this deep Jandu vocal, which is up and ready. And I'm going to show you what I did just to get this vocal to do a little bit of chopping. I'll show you what it sounds like, and then we're going to remake this exact same thing. So here it is. So that little vocal chop that was there, I know it had a filter on it, but I'm going to get rid of that filter for you guys so you guys can hear it properly. So to do this, very simple. We take a part of the vocal and then we start chopping it however we think we need to. Now, if you're looking at this back grid, you'll see that there's there's one bar right there with 4 beats in it. So it goes. So that's 4 beats within a bar. So in this case, we have 2 bars to do our vocal chops. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, get rid of this as we do not need it anymore. So I want to use this bloodline line and see what we can do with this. So I want to start it from here. So this is where I want to use it from. I'm going to see if this makes any difference. So I like the way that sounds. Then I like this little transient on the ka. So I'm going to take this, and I know I have 8 little micro beats left over, so I'm going to take this thing, duplicate it twice, all fits within that one bar. So now it'll sound like this. And that's that. Now if I want to duplicate this, Command D, duplicate it again. Now it'll sound like this. Now that sounds too repetitive. I want the second half of it to sound a little bit different. So all we're going to do is this. And that is it. It's all a matter of using these beats and bars and chopping your vocals as you need to. Another way you can chop vocals is chopping it on the actual beat, which is what we have been doing, but there's another way where you can do it on the triplets. So if you look at this as a little triplet grid, you click on it, and now you can see between every bar there's 3 beats instead of, if we unclick it, 4 beats, or in this case 2 beats. Instead of an even number of beats, it'd be an odd number of beats in the 3s. So now I'm going to do that. I'm going to say make it a 16th, so there's 6 beats in between, and we can go, instead of doing what we did here, which was a straightforward 4/4 pattern, it would be like this. So in this case, we've chopped up the vocals a little bit and given it more of a triplet thirds type of vibe. From going from a straightforward beat, it now flips into being in the thirds. So you'll hear it like this. Adding some effects to it. Now using the thirds, you can make it sound as creative, complicated, however you think you want it to sound, you can go in that direction to make it happen. And that is the easiest way to chop vocals within a grid, and you can do it within seconds. If you think this video helped you guys out, please comment, like, subscribe, do all those great things. Definitely share this video. Hit that alert button because we got tons of videos still coming up, and stay tuned.